Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Ray's World. I'm so glad that you are tuning in. I hope you have had a great week. I had a fantastic week. I've got a little bit of a different setup here. I've got my nickels laid out on the table. There's something I want to do. I'm going to explain here in a minute. First of all, I want to express my appreciation for everybody out there. I really appreciate everybody in the community who's throwing down likes, who's subscribing. As I said in my last video, the channel is growing. Now let's check this out. I've got my box of nickels. I've got 5 rows of 10. I've got 50 rolls here. Excuse me. And let me show you what we're going to do here. I want to cheat a little bit. So as you know, I score my nickels using a scorecard developed by Quinn's Coins. He's here in Michigan as well. Go check out his channel. He's got some really good videos going. He does a lot better than I do. But one of the things we look for is Canadian. We're in Michigan, guys. We get Canadian coins all the time. If you watched my last video on pennies, you saw I got like a half a roll of just Canadian pennies. So we're going to get some Canadians in here. And we score Canadian nickels differently. If they're pre-1982, they're 100% nickel, and we give those 4 points. If they're clad, or that they're, I think they're 75% copper, 25% nickel, so if they're clad, that's a -1. Here's what's interesting. Let me show you what I've got here. That's a magnet. It's a neodymium magnet. It's pretty powerful. This is a 75% copper, 1983 Canadian nickel. Not magnetic. This is a 1964 Canadian nickel. Check this. very magnetic. In fact, it's powerful enough that I can kind of pick up that magnet with the coin just in my hand. This is a very powerful magnet. So here's what I thought. Let's do this. Let me put these aside so that we don't get them again. We should be able to tell if we have any pre-82 nickels in any of these rolls simply by sliding the magnet over top of the rolls. We should be able to feel that magnetic pull. It's a strong enough magnet. I'm confident we would feel it. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Nothing. So that tells me that we should not find any pre-1982 nickels in any of these rolls. Well, let's roll these rolls up and out of the way, and let's get into them. Now I've got this one marked because it's an ender. I peeked at it and it's an ender. Let's do that one last. I want to do this one first because I can feel some texture there on the roll. It's not perfectly smooth. So let's check that out. How's everybody doing? Let me know in the comments what's been going on, what you've been up to. It's been a busy week for me, but it's been a good one. That's why. We've got a nickel with something on it. Don't get that in my coffee. So let's take a look and see what we have here. Again, forgot my glasses. I'm sorry. I need to go get another pair. I've got 3 pair of glasses. They're all at work. Every single one of them is at work. In my office. My other office, not this office. 1948. Here we go. Let's take a look. Get out of there. 1948. That's awesome. Good start. 1940s are worth 4 points. So we are on the board in that first roll. We know we have an ender, so that's awesome. Again, I like to look at every one. I don't trust myself by not looking at the date. Every single nickel. Goes a little slower. It takes me longer, but I don't mind. And we've done a lot of coin roll hunting recently, and that's because it's been cold. The ground's still been a little frozen, and we can't really get out and do much. So we're gonna get into these. Let's either set up a time lapse. We're either gonna do a time lapse or we're gonna cut. I'll figure that out in post. But we'll get into these nickels, and if anything really cool comes up, we definitely will be back. See you in a few, guys. Enjoy. All right, you saw me pause my music. Look at that. Here we go. That's a beautiful sight. We got a buffalo. Buffalo nickel's worth 10 points. Let's flip it over and see what the date is if it's there. Ready? 1937. That's awesome, guys. That is so cool that we can see the date. That's a really awesome coin, man. I am so excited to find buffalo nickels. There's just something about them, you know? I think I'm gonna start maybe keeping the 2005 buffaloes just because. Just because. Why not? What's it gonna hurt? They're pretty common. Let's look, as soon as I'm done with this, let's look together. More 64s, lots of 64s. Let's look and see what the mintage is on the new buffaloes. And then we'll decide. I don't know how many of these I drop. If you watch, if I'm doing a time lapse, or go back into one of my other videos and watch how many times I drop coins. It's ridiculous, the number of times that I drop coins. All right, what's this? 92. Let's grab the book. We got the book. The book. What am I looking for? 2005s. New fives. Westward Journey. Westward Journey, 2005. American Bison. They're not new buffalo, they're American Bison. 2005 American Bison P, 448 million. 2005 American Bison D, 487 million. 2005 American Bison S, 3 million. In fact, all of the Westward Journey S are considered key dates. So if we find any of the 2005, 2004, 2005 S's, then we're going to keep them. Decision made. We're not going to keep the Denver or Philadelphia ones, but we will keep the S mint marks. Let's keep going. So we got to look at this again because I had my music going and I can't play that for you. We were just talking about that. 2005S. That's a key date. 15 points. I'm counting it. 2005S American Bison, 3.344 million. That's a proof. Shake your heads, right? That's a proof. Somebody help me out. Thank you. Yeah. It's in rough shape, but I'll take it. That's awesome. I've decided any coins that I drop, I'm just going to leave them. We'll see what kind of a pile we end up with here at the end. You never know. I might have more that I drop than I'm actually keeping. So man, that's awesome. That's a beautiful coin. It's rough, but I'm pretty happy. I'm almost as happy finding that as I am finding that Buffalo. 1937 Buffalo. It's back a few pages. 1937. 79 million. That's awesome. So that proof is more rare than that Buffalo in terms of mintage, in terms of mint numbers. Sweet, guys. This is an awesome box. It's an awesome box. So it's a proof, which is 5 points, but it's also a key date, which is 15 points. I think you score the higher of the two. I think you score the higher of the two. right. Oh, we got a little bit left. We are almost to the last roll. I forgot, we got a roll and a half. We have found some really cool stuff, guys. I have got some things to show you. I have questions for you. Stick around. Don't leave me yet. I have some questions for you. I need your help, because I'm not sure what I'm looking at. And you are much smarter and much more experienced than I am. As you can see, I've dropped one or two. This is my pile of dropped coins. Starting next video, I think what we'll do is a guessing game. And at the beginning, you can guess, and then let me know how you did. It's just a fun little thing to do. I marked this one so that I could find it later. I was peeking at them. I'm pretty sure. Yep. It's an ender. Get that one under the camera. It's a 1950. Pretty worn. But it's been a good box. It's been an interesting box. We got a piece of trash. It's a piece of a candy wrapper. Whoops. There. You can identify the brand from right there. Yeah, it's been a really interesting box. There's been some interesting things. There's been a... That one's on the floor. It's going to stay there. There's been a lot of dropped coins. You see that other pile? That's my Canadian. That's my Canadian coins sitting on the magnet. I have yet to have found any that are 1981 or older. I don't know if you can see my bucket, but it's full. It's got 2 boxes of pennies and this box of nickels. So I think we are finished. All right. Get rid of that wrapper. All right, there's that 1950. I'm not going to show you all the 1950s, just because there's 19 of them. All right, we've got a 1941. We've got a 1940. Pretty nice. Here's another 1941. Pretty cool. Oh, there's another one I want to show you. We'll go back. 1947. Pretty awesome. Here's another one. Pretty worn. So look at that one. So only on the one side? Yeah. You see that? See the striations? Here's a 1952. Look at that. It's on both sides. How cool is that? I just watched a video today that said they call these a wood coin or a wood bark coin or something similar. Somebody helped me out with the name. I don't remember what it was. But I had a couple of pennies from my last box that were like this. And I dumped them. Got rid of them. They're in there. They're staying in there. I'm not going after them. But that's cool. It's got that texture to it. So that's pretty neat. 1940. It's got some gunk on it. That's alright. A few scratches. And then check this one out. This one's in bad shape. That's a 1940. The front of that has been through quite a bit. That's a parking lot coin for sure. So in the 1950s, they are worth 2 points apiece. We have 19 of them. 2 times 19 is 2 less than 40, so 38. 38 plus 4, 8, 12, 16, 28. 38 and 28 is 66. Check my math. 66. No, let's not show that one yet. Hold on to that number, 66. Here's a really nice 2016. Now help me out here, because I believe that this 2000 and something, 2016, I believe that's a grease error. I don't know. Reverse and the obverse. Help me out. Is that a grease error? Let me know. Now what's really kind of cool is that not long after I found it, there's the first one. I found this one. That one just looks like wear to me. When I look at it under the up close, that one just looks like wear. Although for a 2016, that's pretty worn. But this one, that looks like that might be a grease error. What number were we at? 66. 66 plus a 1937 Buffalo, worth 10 points, so that's easy. 76. 76. We only need 4 points to beat the last box. We had 80 as our last box, and we beat it with a proof. So I don't even remember what I said. We needed 4 points. 76 and 15 is 86 plus 5 is 91. This was a good box. 91 minus my experiment worked. None of them are magnetic. Not a one of them. None of them are magnetic. 91 minus 6. All right. So 85, guys. That's a pretty good box. That's a pretty good box. Here's all of my Canadian coins. Boom. Canadian foreigns. Buffaloes. This is number 5. Awesome. No silver. I'm not adding that. But we've got some really nice. I'm going to keep these grease errors aside. Oh, we didn't drop this one. We're going to count these in a second. I'm going to keep these potential grease errors aside. And my proof. Here goes our 40s into the bag. Let's get our 50s in the bag. Let's take a quick look, actually. These are 50s, 40s, and 30s from 4 boxes, I think. $36. 36 dropped coins. 40 is an entire roll. 36 dropped coins. My bucket is overflowing. How awesome. What did we score? 86. Good box. Good box and good night.